Hi, I'm Susan and I'm one of the new leaders on the Monday Night Beavers, and I'm also Finn's mummy, so some of you might know me from being that. So tonight, following on from the Scottish Thistle Award, tonight we're going to learn about where Scotland is in the world and about the size of Scotland compared to all the other countries in the world. So if you have a globe, that could be handy, or if you have an atlas, you might want to look at either of these things when we're doing this task. So on the globe, you just find this area here in pink. Now that is the United Kingdom, and Scotland is at the northern top of that. So I'm going to use this map instead because it's a bit easier for me. So you will see that Great Britain, or the United Kingdom, as both known as, is made up of 4 different parts. So the blue part here with some of these islands, that's Scotland. This big large red section is England, and joining onto England is Wales. And joining over here, this green section, which is not completely joined by land at all, that's Northern Ireland. So if you're familiar with rugby at all, you'll probably be familiar with all these countries that I've just pointed out. So Scotland is the second largest country in the United Kingdom. England is obviously the largest. And it's 97% land and 3% water, Scotland. And interestingly, it has 69% of the UK's coastline is Scotland's. As you can see, it's completely surrounded by water. So on the west and north, it's surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean, and on the east, it's surrounded by the North Sea. So if you've ever been in, I've had a few dips, it's very cold, and that's why it's so cold, because it's the North Sea. And in the south, by England. Now, England and Scotland are bordered by a land border, and it's 96 miles distance in total. That's quite interesting. I'm sure some of you might have passed that if you've been to visit relatives or on holidays. It's always quite exciting when you pass through the border when it says welcome to Scotland. Scotland also has over 700 different islands, and only 130 of these are actually inhabited. So the islands that you might be familiar with are Orkney Isles, the Shetland Isles, and the Outer Hebrides away up here, which I've been to, and they're really, really lovely. Some of the loveliest beaches you'll find. And then if you were to go from north to south of Scotland, that would be 274 miles that you would have to travel. Now we'll have a look at where Scotland is in the rest of the world. So I'm going to use this map here, the world, and I apologise because Scotland looks really small on here. So Great Britain is Europe's largest island. So if you see this blue outline here, so that is Great Britain. It also includes Southern Ireland, which I didn't mean to do, so just ignore that. So this section right at the very top, which is coloured in green, is Scotland. And it's actually, it looks very small. If you also see this orange section here where my finger is, it's just like a little dot. That is the Netherlands. Now Scotland is actually twice the size of the Netherlands. And it's almost down here, you can see this black section where my finger is. So that's South Carolina. So Scotland is almost the same size as South Carolina, but America has 50 states. And if you think that only one of the states is the same size as Scotland, then that's quite amazing, isn't it? So the largest country in the world and also in Europe is Russia, which has the largest land mass of all. And then we've got Canada in pink, and we've got China in red, and then we've got America in purple. So if you think how small Scotland is compared to the size of these, it's amazing. And also the largest countries in Europe, so we've got in yellow, we've got Ukraine, and we've got in pink, we've got France, and in green, we've got Spain. I'm sure lots of you have probably visited these on summer holidays. So the task that I want you to do today is there will be one of these maps uploaded onto the parent portal, and I'd love if you could mark on it and colour on it, which is very small where you think Scotland is. And if you've been listening and you want to do something a bit extra, it'd be great if you colour some of the other countries. So I'll just recap what other countries we covered. So it was Russia, China, Canada, America, Spain, France and the Ukraine. So only if you want to. It'd be great if you could colour some of these other countries in, but if you could definitely colour Scotland in, that would be fantastic. And if you're feeling extra creative, like I was this morning, it'd be great if you could think about making the shape of the map of Scotland out of something from household items such as Lego or pebbles or anything, or sticks or anything in the garden. So Finn and I had to go this morning and we used all the pebbles from our beach, all our beach walks in lockdown, and I'll quickly just show you that to finish up. Sorry, it's in the garden.
You want to take these with you?
So there you go, hopefully you can see that. So that is our map of Scotland made out of all our painted pebbles. So it's been great, and I look forward to seeing all your different maps and some of your shapes that you created out of the Scotland map. So stay safe and take care. Bye.